Back in 2020, I decided to build a loft bed for my daughter. We all needed something to do in 2020 to occupy our minds, being stuck at home, right? My husband Tyler helped me with the framework for the loft bed because he wanted to make sure it wasn't going to fall off the wall. I hadn't built anything this big at the time, so he was not quite sure about my capabilities. But that gave him peace of mind knowing that this thing was going to be really sturdy. My mother-in-law lived with us at the time, so she helped me put up some of the other stuff. I did all the work and she just kind of held things in place as I screwed it in. I used deck brackets to install the wood slats going across to hold a mattress in place. Those are really, really strong, obviously, since they're made for decking. Then I did some more framework. I'm literally just putting this together as I go and just kind of winging it. I had never built anything this big, but I knew exactly what I wanted it to look like, and I've seen framework done before, and it didn't seem that complicated, so I just kind of went with it. I almost never go by plans, and it just kind of works out for me. My brain can just see how something is going to go together. I wanted the entire loft bed covered in shiplap. That took forever. I installed the shiplap with brad nails, and I painted it before I put it up because I felt like it would be easier that way. Tyler helped me build the steps just to make sure they weren't going to fall apart. Like I said, this was the biggest project I had ever done up to this point, and he has more experience with making things more structural than I do, or I did at the time. I have the confidence now. I could probably do it myself with no problem, but back then I was glad to have the help. More shiplap, more trim. This project took me forever. I want to say it took me between 6 and 8 weeks, if I am remembering correctly. I covered the whole back wall in shiplap. That way it all kind of was cohesive. And I thought it would be fun to have like a little accent wall too. Let me tell you, there were so many nail holes to fill and touch-ups for paint and everything. I framed out her window too. I didn't show that part in the video though. I even had a little surprise for Mia.
Ooh. How am I going to put my pillow?
Get up there.
Don't worry about the time.
You still don't know what the surprise is.
Here. Ooh, a place for my LOLs.
Whatever you want.
And toys.
Whatever you want.
Guys, come here.
Oh, can I get down first?
Yeah.
She was really obsessed with those little LOL dolls at the time, so it was really funny that that's the first thing that came to her mind when she saw her hidden space. But honestly, she really didn't even use it that much because she'd have to take everything off in order to open it. I did white shiplap underneath just so the whole entire thing wasn't black. More trim work, so much trim work, lots of nail holes to fill, caulking, wood filling, and everything. Then a couple years later, I made her some drawers. She didn't want the drawers at first, but then she decided that she would like more storage. That was a fun build. I even put wallpaper left over from my kitchen project on the inside of the drawers, just to give them a little bit more decoration when she opened it. This part was super simple. Look how cute that wallpaper is. It's one of my favorites. I found it on Amazon. And then let's jump to this past weekend. We tore the whole thing down. It took me about 6 months to come to terms with her wanting a regular room, quote unquote. This bed took me between 6 to 8 weeks to build and about 4 or 5 hours to tear down. It's still sad watching this video, knowing all the work and love I put into it. So now Mia wants a regular room. Kids change their mind way too fast for something that's permanent, apparently. She wants like vines hanging from the ceiling. Kind of a boho look, if you know what I mean. It's going to be a really cute room and suit her teenage needs. She was so tired of climbing up and down the stairs. Loft beds are really cool, but they're also kind of a lot of work. So we're going to give her the room that she wants at this age. So subscribe below to see how it turns out.